Hello everyone and welcome to Kiki Crochet. In this video tutorial we're going to learn how to crochet step by step a very easy jacket which we can make for men and women. We work it from the top to the bottom in one piece, and this technique gives us the result of a raglan sleeve over here. So this is how my jacket looks from the top going to the bottom. Okay, this is the rib stitch I made in the end. This is my sleeve, right over here, in which I made a cable stitch, so we have a little design on our jacket. Now, if you find making the cable stitch difficult or you don't like it, you don't have to make the cable stitch on your jacket. Instead of working the cable stitch in the 4 stitches that I do on the sleeve, you can skip the steps that I give for the cable stitch and just go ahead and work 1 half double crochet in those 4 stitches that I work my cable stitch. I used a total of 11 skeins and a 5mm crochet hook. Now we're going to see the yarn in a little bit. Now, in order for your jacket to come out right, as I mentioned in the chart, you have to have similar yarn. If not the same, we need similar yarn and the same crochet hook, a 5mm crochet hook. A few measurements that we need to have in order to complete our jacket is your arm depth. So you're measuring from the shoulder to under your underarm, so you know how many increases you're going to make. We need to know the total length, so you want to measure from your back, from the back of your neck up to where you want your jacket to reach. And you also want to measure from the shoulder to your wrist, so you know how long you're going to make your sleeves. Okay, so these are the 3 measurements that we're going to need in order to complete our jacket. Now let's see the yarn that I'm using, and after that we're going to see how to start the jacket. The yarn that I'm going to use is Alize Superlana Midi, which is 75% acrylic and 25% wool, and it's a medium weight yarn, and I'm crocheting with a 5mm crochet hook. Now let's go ahead and see how to start our jacket. I have already started with my chain, and because I'm making a size medium jacket, I've started with a chain of 66. Now before we start crocheting, I want to explain what's the order of the stitches. So I'm working a size medium, so I've started with 66 chains. So the order of the stitches is 10, 10, 20, 10, and 10. So what this means is that I'm going to work 10 half double crochet, increase, 10 half double crochet, increase, 20, increase, 10, increase, and 10. The first 10 stitches are the first front part of the jacket. The second 10 stitches is the one sleeve, 20 stitches is the back, 10 stitches is the other sleeve, and the last 10 stitches are the other front part of our jacket. So if you count all of those stitches, you have a total of 60. Now I need an extra 4 stitches in the beginning to work my increases. So everywhere you have a dash, it's an increase. So 10 increase, 10 increase. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4 increases throughout our work. And we want 2 extra chains in the beginning to help us turn in row number 1 and have all of the stitches that we need. So this is how we get a total of 66 stitches for the size medium. Okay, so let's go ahead and start. So as I mentioned, we're going to need to start with a total of 10 stitches to start making the first front part of our jacket. So start crocheting from the 3rd chain from your hook, 1, 2, and 3, and work 1 half double crochet. So this is our first half double crochet for the row, and we need to work 9 more. So 1, next chain, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. So I worked my 10 stitches. Now I want to work my first increase. So in the next chain, I'm going to work 1 half double crochet, chain 1, and 1 half double crochet, and that's going to be the increase throughout my work. Okay, so in the next chain, 1 half double crochet, chain 1, and 1 half double crochet in the same stitch. And I'm going to put a stitch marker in the chain 1 space because this is where I'm going to work the increase in the next row. So in the chain 1 space, put your first stitch marker. So we worked our first 10 stitches, then again to work the sleeve another 10 half double crochet. Okay, so starting from the next chain, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. So again, in the next stitch we're going to work our increase. So in the next chain, work 1 half double crochet, chain 1, and 1 half double crochet in the same chain. In the chain 1 space, we want to put a stitch marker so we know where to work the increase in the next row. Okay, so we did 10 increase, 10 for the sleeve and increase. Now we're going to work the back, 20 half double crochet. Starting from the next chain, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20. After my 20 stitches, again I'm going to work my increase. So in the next chain, work 1 half double crochet, chain 1, and 1 half double crochet. So put a stitch marker in your chain 1 space so you know where to work the increase in the next row. So we work the back with 20 stitches. Now go ahead for the next sleeve. So we're going to make 10 half double crochet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Next stitch is going to be an increase. So work 1 half double crochet, chain 1, and 1 half double crochet in the same stitch. So put your last stitch marker in the chain 1 space, and now work your last 10 stitches for the other front part of the jacket. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and our last stitch, 10. Okay, so this is how our work looks like at this point. So this is your front part, sleeve, back part, sleeve, the other front part. And in every row that we're going to start, this is where we're going to be working our increases every time in the chain one space. Okay, so now I'm going to turn my work. I've already chained one. And what we have in this row is, because we worked the increases in the previous row, we started with 10 chains, right? But then we worked the increases. So because on this side we only have the one increase, I'm going to have 11 this row, 2 increases here, so 12, 2 increases here, 22, 12, and 11 over here. Okay, so we're going to start together and then finish off camera. Starting from the very first, half double crochet, start crocheting. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, my 11th stitch over here. And now take out the stitch marker from the chain one space and work your increase here again. Okay, so in the chain one space, again, work 1 half double crochet, chain 1 and 1 half double crochet, all in the chain one space. Take your stitch marker and again put it in the chain one space that you just worked. Now continue, and we're going to have 12 stitches now, starting from the next half double crochet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and the next stitch 12. So now we're in our chain one space. Okay, so again, in your chain one space, go ahead and work your increase. 1 half double crochet, chain 1 and 1 half double crochet in the same chain one space, and put again your stitch marker in the chain one space. Okay, so keep crocheting. On the back part we're gonna have 22, 12, and 11 to finish the row. When I finish, I'm gonna turn my video back on and see how to continue from there on. I've completed row number 2, and this is how my work looks like at this point. So let's start row number 3. Chain 1 and turn your work. Now in every row, because right here on the 2 front pieces we only have the 1 increase over here, in every row we're going to have an extra stitch on this side and on this side. On the sleeve, the back part, and the other sleeve, because we have 2 increases, this and this, in each row we increase 2 stitches on each side. So we had 11 stitches on the previous side in the previous row. Now we're going to have 12, 14, 24, 14, and 12 stitches. So let's go ahead and see. Let's start our row. Starting from the very first half double crochet, start stitching. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and the next stitch 12. Now my next stitch is the chain 1 space, so I'm going to take out the stitch marker and I'm going to work my increase in the chain 1 space. So 1/2 double crochet, chain 1, and 1/2 double crochet in the same chain 1 space. Again, put your stitch marker in the chain 1 space and continue crocheting up until you complete the row. Here we're going to have 14 increase, 24 increase, 14 increase, and 12 to finish the row. I've completed row number 3, and this is how our work looks at this point. Now we're going to start row number 4, in which from this row I'm going to start making a design on the sleeves. I'm going to start making cables. If you do not want to make a design, if you don't want to make the cables, you can just keep on crocheting 1/2 double crochet in every stitch up until you complete your work. Okay, so I've chained 1 and I'm going to turn my work, 1/2 double crochet in every stitch up until we reach the stitch marker. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and the next stitch 13. Now the next stitch is the chain 1 space where we're going to work at the increase, 1/2 double crochet, chain 1, and 1/2 double crochet in the same chain 1 space. So again, put your stitch marker in the chain 1 space again, and now we're going to work the sleeve. On the sleeve we're going to work the cable stitch. So what I want to do is I want to separate the stitches in half. Okay, so let's count the stitches that we have on the sleeve. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 stitches. All right, so we have a total of 16 stitches. And I want to work a cable with 2 strands. I'm going to work double cable with 2 strands on each side. So that means that I'm going to need 4 stitches in total for my cable. So this means that I'm going to be left with 12 stitches, which I'm going to have to separate on the one side and on the other side of the sleeve to have an equal number of stitches on the one side, cable stitch, and an equal number of stitches on the other side. So I have 12 stitches, which I have to divide by 2. So I'm going to have to work 6/2 double crochet, cable stitch, and 6/2 double crochet. Okay, so I'm giving you this information so you know how to separate your stitches when you make your own work, when you make your, depending on the size that you want to crochet. Okay, so out of the 12 stitches that I'm left, I'm going to work 6/2 double crochet, cable, and 6/2 double crochet. So let's start. 1/2 double crochet for each of the first 6 stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Now I'm going to work my cable stitch, and I'm going to work it in the next 4 stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4. And every time that I'm going to be working the cable on the right side, so since we're starting the cable stitch on this side, this is going to be the right side of our work. Alright? So every time that I'm going to be working the triple crochet in the next 4 stitches, and the sequence that we want to be grabbing the stitches is 3, 4, 1, 2. Every time that we are on the right side and we're making the cable stitch. So wrap the yarn around your hook twice, and we're going to start from the 3rd stitch because we're crocheting 3, 4, 1, 2. Okay? So starting from the 3rd stitch, work your first triple crochet. So grab the yarn, pull through 2, grab the yarn, pull through 2, grab the yarn, pull through the last 2. Wrap the yarn around your hook twice again and put your hook in the 4th stitch. Grab the yarn, pull through 2, grab the yarn, pull through 2, grab the yarn, pull through the last 2. And now we're left with the first 2 stitches, and I want to crochet on the first one first and then in the second. So wrap the yarn around your hook twice, and what we want to do is we want to take our crochet hook from the back side of the stitches that I just made. Bring your hook on the front because I want to put my hook from the right side of the stitch, right? And I'm going to put my hook in the first stitch that I left, and then again I'm going to work my triple crochet. Then again I'm going to put my hook from the back of those 2 stitches that I made and crochet on the 2nd stitch that I left out. So wrap the yarn around your hook twice and take your hook from the back of those 2 triple crochet, bring it on the front, and put your hook in the first stitch that you left out and work a triple crochet. So grab the yarn, pull through 2, the yarn, pull through 2, and the yarn, pull through 2. Wrap the yarn around your hook twice again. Take your hook from the back side of those 2 triple crochet and put your hook in the 2nd stitch that we left out. So grab the yarn, pull through 2, grab the yarn, pull through 2, grab the yarn, pull through 2. Okay? So go ahead in the next stitch. This one is this is the 4th stitch that we crocheted, so put your hook in the next stitch and work 1 half double crochet. 1, next stitch, 2, 3, 4, 5, and in the next stitch 6. So now we're going to take out our stitch marker and we're going to work our increase, 1 half double crochet, chain 1, and 1 half double crochet in the same chain 1 space. So put your stitch marker in the chain 1 space and go ahead and work the back part, and then I'm going to turn my video to work together the next sleeve. I've completed crocheting the back part, and again now we're going to work the sleeve to work the cable stitch. So start working 1 half double crochet in the first 6 stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So again, our cable stitch is going to be formed in the next 4 stitches, and the sequence that we want to grab the stitches are 3, 4, 1, 2. Every time that we are on the right side and we're making the triple crochet, that's the sequence that we're going to be grabbing the stitches. Wrap the yarn around your hook twice and put your hook in the 3rd stitch. Grab the yarn, pull through 2, grab the yarn, pull through 2, grab the yarn, pull through the last 2. Wrap the yarn around your hook twice, put your hook in the 4th stitch, grab the yarn, pull through 2, grab the yarn, pull through 2, grab the yarn, pull through the last 2. So now again we're left with stitch 1 and 2. So I want to put my hook from the back of the 2 triple crochet and put my hook in the 1st stitch and then the 2nd. So wrap the yarn around your hook twice, take your hook from the back of those 2 triple crochet, bring your hook in the front and put it in the first half double crochet and work a triple crochet. So grab the yarn, pull through 2, grab the yarn, pull through 2, grab the yarn, pull through the last 2. Wrap your yarn around your hook twice. Again, bring your hook from the back side of those 2 stitches, bring your hook in the front and put it in the second half double crochet and work a triple crochet. So pull through 2, grab the yarn, pull through 2, grab the yarn, pull through 2. So we've created the cable stitch, we crossed the stitches here again, okay? Now we're going to work 1 half double crochet in each of the next 6 stitches. So this is where I worked the cable, so put your hook in the next stitch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And then we're going to work the increase. So what I want to explain real quick is that when I started the design to make the cable stitch, I did not take into account the fact that for small, large, and 2 extra large, we have odd number of stitches in between. So instead of 16 here, you would have 17, for example, okay? So let's say that instead of 16 stitches, you had a total of 17 stitches. Now, we need 4 stitches for the cable stitch, so that means that we're left with a total of 13 stitches. This is an odd number, so this means that the best way to separate this in half is to have 7 and 6. So 7 cable and 6. But because we want to have the cable to be falling as much as on the front side of our sleeve, what we're going to do is you're going to work 6 stitches cable and 7 stitches over here. This way the difference won't be that visible, because the difference is only 1 stitch, right? But we do want the cable stitch to be as much as on the front side of the sleeve as possible, because if you work 7 stitches, then cable, and then 6 stitches, you're moving the cable on the back side of your sleeve. So I'm gonna work the front part, 6 stitches cable, 7 stitches increase, back part, and then again coming on this side, I'm going to work 7 stitches cable and then 6 stitches. So I want the bigger number of stitches to be the one that's close to the back part. Okay, so 6 increase, 7 back part, 7 cable, and 6 stitches. So this is an example of how to work the odd number of stitches. And the only time that you're going to have to worry is on the first row that you're going to start creating your cable stitch, and then after that you're only going to be working the cable on those 4 stitches, so you won't have to counting or be aware that you're going to make a mistake. Okay, so let's go ahead and finish the row off camera, and then I'm going to turn my video back on and see how to start row number 5. I've completed row number 4. Now we're going to start row number 5. Chain 1 and turn your work. Starting from the first stitch, work your half double crochet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, and my next stitch 14, Now I'm going to work my increase because it's my next stitch. So 1 half double crochet, chain 1, 1 half double crochet in the same stitch. Again, put your stitch marker in this chain 1 space. And now it's time to work the sleeve. So work 1 half double crochet up until you reach the first stitch of your triple crochet. So I'm going to work 7 stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and the next stitch 7. So the next 4 stitches are the ones that I use for my cable stitch, right? And in this row we're going to take each stitch in the row 1, 2, 3, 4, and we're going to work 1 back post double crochet in every stitch, and we're taking the stitches in the row. We're not working 3, 4, 1, 2 in the back side of our work. We're working 1 back post double crochet in every stitch. So grab your first triple crochet and put your hook from the back to the front on the right side to the back again on the left side, so we're pulling backwards the stitch. Grab the yarn, pull it under the stitch, grab the yarn, pull through 2, grab the yarn, pull through 2. Wrap the yarn around once. This is our second triple crochet. So put your hook from the back to the front on the right side to the back again on the left side of the stitch. Take the yarn, pull it under the stitch, grab the yarn, pull through 2, grab the yarn, pull through 2. Now our next 2 stitches are not that visible. Okay, so I just want to pull up the stitches so I can see them better. And this is the next stitch that I want to work, the back post. So I'm just pulling up the triple crochet. Okay, put your hook from the back to the front on the right side of the stitch to the back again on the left side and work a double crochet. And this is our last stitch right over here, the last triple crochet. So again, put your hook from the back to the front on the right side of the stitch to the back again on the left side and work a double crochet. Okay, so when we are on the wrong side of our work, we work 1 back post double crochet in each stitch in the row. Now work 1 half double crochet in each of the next 7 stitches and make sure you start crocheting from the right stitch. We won't start crocheting from this stitch right over here because this is the stitch that belongs to the last triple crochet that we made, that we crocheted into. Because each stitch, the hole that belongs to it is the one that's on the top left. Okay, so the last triple crochet that we made, that we crocheted the back post, this is the top left stitch that belongs to it. Okay, so if you crochet in this stitch, you're gonna make an increase. So leave out this stitch over here and start crocheting from the next stitch, the half double crochet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, my next stitch, 7, increase, back part, increase, and I'm going to turn my video back on to see how to work the other side of the sleeve as well. I've worked my back part, my increase, and I've reached the sleeve again, okay? So I'm going to work 1 half double crochet in each stitch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. The next 4 stitches are my cable. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And I'm going to work 1 back post double crochet in each of those stitches because I'm on my wrong side of my work. Okay, so this is the first stitch and this is the stitch that belongs to it. So put your hook from the back to the front on the right side, to the front again on the left side, and work a back post double crochet. This is the second stitch right over here. So put your hook from the back to the front on the right side, to the back again on the left side, and work 1 back post double crochet. This right here is my next stitch, but because it's not that visible, I'm pulling up the stitch so I see where I put my hook through to. Okay, so put your hook from the back to the front on the right side, to the back again on the left side, and work a back post double crochet. And this right here is my last stitch. Put your hook from the back to the front on the right side, to the back again on the left side, and work a back post double crochet. So when we are on the wrong side, again we work the stitches in a row. Okay, 1 2 3 4. Now we're gonna work the next 7 stitches. Make sure you do not start crocheting from this stitch, because this is the stitch that belongs to the last triple crochet that we worked the back post double crochet. Okay, do not crochet in this stitch. Go ahead in the next one. 1 2 3 4 5 6 and 7, my next stitch. Increase, work the front part. Now I'm gonna go ahead and start the next row, the beginning. I'm gonna work the increase, work the stitches before the cable, and I'm gonna turn my video back on again when it's time to work the cable together. Okay, so sleeve, increase. Now I'm gonna have 8 stitches, cable, 8 stitches, and then we're gonna work the back part, and I'm gonna turn the video on when I reach the other cable again. I reached the point where we're gonna make our cable again, so I've started my front part, increase, 8 half double crochet, and now I'm gonna work the cable. So again, the sequence is 3 4 1 2. Okay, so wrap the yarn around your hook twice and go ahead and work a front post triple crochet on the 3rd stitch. So 3 4 1 2 is our sequence again. So pull up the stitches so they're visible. This is the 3rd stitch. So put your hook from the front to the back on the right side, to the front again on the left side, and work your triple crochet. So grab the yarn, pull through 2, grab the yarn, pull through 2, grab the yarn, pull through the last 2. Wrap the yarn around your hook twice again. This is the 4th stitch. So put your hook from the front to the back on the right side, to the front again on the left side of the stitch, and work a triple crochet. So grab the yarn, pull through 2, grab the yarn, pull through 2, grab the yarn, pull through 2. So from here on, when we are on the right side of our work, wrap the yarn around your hook twice, and instead of going backwards, I am always going to be going from the front side of the stitches, and I'm going to work a front post triple crochet on the 1st and a front post triple crochet on the 2nd stitch that I've left out. Okay, so go ahead and work a front post on the 1st stitch right over here. So put your hook from the front to the back on the right side, to the front again on the left side of the stitch, and work a triple crochet. Grab the yarn, pull through 2, grab the yarn, pull through 2, grab the yarn, pull through the last 2. Wrap the yarn around twice, and this is the 2nd stitch that we need to crochet to. Okay, so put your hook from the front to the back on the right side, to the front again on the left side, and work a triple crochet. So grab the yarn, pull through 2, grab the yarn, pull through 2, grab the yarn, pull through the last 2. So the cable stitch has started to become visible. Okay, so now keep crocheting 1 half double crochet in each of the next 8 stitches. Make sure you do not crochet in this stitch because it belongs into the 4th stitch that we crocheted into. So 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8, increase, back, increase, crochet your first 8, and when I reach the cable, I'm going to turn the video back on. I've reached the spot where I'm going to work my cable stitch again, so I've worked my 8 half double crochet, and again the sequence to work the cable stitch is 3 4 1 2. So wrap the yarn around your hook twice and work a front post triple crochet on the 3rd stitch. Okay, so take the yarn, pull through 2, pull through 2, pull through the last 2. Wrap the yarn around twice. Work a front post triple crochet on the 4th stitch. Okay, grab the yarn, pull through 2, pull through 2, pull through the last 2. And now we're going to go back and work 1 front post triple crochet on the 1st and 1 on the 2nd stitches that we have left out. So wrap the yarn around twice. This is the 1st stitch, so work a front post triple crochet on the 1st stitch. Grab the yarn, pull through 2, and pull through the last 2. Wrap the yarn around twice and work your last front post triple crochet on the 2nd stitch. Okay, grab the yarn, pull through 2, grab the yarn, pull through 2, grab the yarn, pull through the last 2. So again, the cable stitch has started to form on this side as well. Now work your 8 stitches, increase, work the front part. I'm going to go ahead and work off camera as well. The beginning of the next row, the increase, the beginning of the sleeve over here, and when it's time to work the back part of the cable stitch, I'm going to turn the video back on again. I've reached again the part where I'm going to crochet the cable stitch, and I'm in the wrong side of my jacket now. So we always crochet back post double crochet in the row when we are on the wrong side of our jacket. So this is my 1st stitch, and because it's not too visible, I've just pull it up. Okay, so put your hook from the back to the front and to the back again and work your back post double crochet. This right here is my 2nd stitch, so just pull it up so it's visible. Okay, put your hook from the back to the front and to the back again and work your back post double crochet. Next stitch, our 3rd stitch, work a back post double crochet. And this is my 4th and last stitch in which I'm going to work my back post double crochet. Okay, so every time that we are on the wrong side of our work, we take the stitches one by one, 1, 2, 3, 4, and we work a back post double crochet. If you can't see the stitches, just try and pull them up so they are more visible. Now I am going to go ahead and work off camera the rest of the row, the cable stitch as well, because you're going to do the same exact stitches that we did over here. And then I'm going to turn the video back on when I have reached the cable stitch on the right side of our work to see how to work the cables, and that's the last thing that we're going to see on camera. Then we're going to go off camera to finish the top part, and then we're going to see how to join, etc. I've completed all the wrong side of my jacket, and now I'm in the right side. I've worked my increase, and I've reached the part where I'm going to make my cable stitch. Again, as we did in the previous rows, the same thing here and in all the right side. And every time we are on our right side of our crochet project, we are always going to work our stitches 3, 4, 1, 2, and always a front post triple crochet. So wrap the yarn around your hook twice. This is our 3rd stitch, so go ahead and work a front post triple crochet. Wrap the yarn around your hook twice, and this is our 4th stitch right over here, and work a front post triple crochet. Wrap the yarn around twice, and now we're going to go back here and crochet into the 1st and then the 2nd stitch to complete this cable stitch. So go ahead and work a front post triple crochet on the 1st stitch that we left out. Wrap the yarn around twice, and because the 2nd stitch is not visible, open up your stitches so you can see which stitch you're going to crochet into. So this is the 2nd stitch, okay, and work a front post triple crochet. Now go ahead right in the next stitch and work 1/2 double crochet and 1/2 double crochet up until you reach the stitch marker, again when you're going to work your increase and so on. So this is how our cables look like at this point. Now in every time that you are on the right side of your work, this is how you're going to work your cable, and every time that you are on the wrong side, you're going to work 1 back post double crochet, taking stitch by stitch in the row. Okay, now this is how our work looks like so far. So once we can see it now that we have made a few rows and the jacket has started to form. So this is how our work looks like. The front two parts, the sleeves and the back part of our jacket. Okay, so now you're going to keep crocheting the rows of increases, and you're going to stop crocheting increases when you have right over here, when you measure with your measuring tape the opening of the sleeve, and it's equal to the arm opening that you want for your jacket. So what you're going to do is you're going to measure from your shoulder up to under your underarm. Okay, and that's how many centimeters you want to see right over here when you finish crocheting the increases. So if your armhole opening is 25 centimeters, for example, you're going to be working your increases up until you reach 25 centimeters, up until this whole piece from shoulder to down here where the stitch marker is measures 25. If your armhole opening is 20 centimeters, keep crocheting up until you reach 20 centimeters. Once I finish crocheting the top part of my jacket up until I reach my arm opening, I am going to turn the video back on and we're going to see how to close up here on the sleeves and how we're going to continue working the body of our jacket from there on. I've completed crocheting the top part of my jacket, and see how by working the increases over here, the top down technique gives us the result of a raglan sleeve. I've worked a total of 25 rows, and this is how the cable stitch looks after all these rows that I've made. And the total sleeve opening is 23 centimeters. And remember that our jackets, we wear them over shirts now during the winter time. So don't make your sleeve opening right exactly under your underarm. So you just want to leave some more space for the jacket to fit over shirts. Okay, so what we want to do now is we want to close the two sleeves this side together and this both corners together, and then crochet around for the body of our jacket up until the total length that we desire. The way that we need to close the stitches to join the two sides, we want to finish crocheting on the right side of our piece. So when you look at your piece and it's on the correct side, you're seeing the right side of your cables. I want to have the loop on the right side. If you finished and you have your loop on the left side, you can either frog one row or work an extra row so your loop is on the right side of your piece. Okay, so now I'm going to turn upside down. I've already worked my chain, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to work 1/2 double crochet up until I reach my stitch marker, starting from the first stitch. 1, 2, 3, 4, and keep crocheting up until you reach your stitch marker. I've worked 1/2 double crochet in every stitch, and I've reached the spot where it's time to work in the chain 1 space. Okay, so instead of working the increase, I'm going to take out the stitch marker and I'm going to work 1/2 double crochet in the chain 1 space. I'm going to take out the stitch marker on the back side as well, and I'm going to put my hook, wrap the yarn around once, put your hook in the same chain 1 space and in the chain 1 space on the back part. Grab the yarn and pull it through both stitches, and you have the 3 loops. Grab the yarn, pull it through the 3 loops, and you have your half double crochet. Okay, so we worked 1 half double crochet, we joined, and now I'm going to turn the back side, and in the chain 1 space on the back right over here, I'm going to work 1 half double crochet. Okay, so we just completed joining the one part. So we worked 1 half double crochet in the chain 1 space, 1 half double crochet joining both sides, and 1 half double crochet on the chain 1 space of the back part. Now I'm going to work 1 half double crochet in every stitch on the back, and I'm going to turn my video back on when I reach the next stitch markers. I've worked 1 half double crochet from here where we closed the one sleeve, all the back part, and now it's time for me to work again in the chain 1 space. So instead of working the increase, we're going to close the other sleeve as well. So take the yarn and put your hook in the chain 1 space and work 1 half double crochet. Now we're going to join the 2 pieces together. So put your hook in your chain 1 space again and take out the stitch marker from the back. So we've already worked 1 half double crochet. Put your hook in the same chain 1 space on the front side and on the chain 1 space on the back part to join the 2 pieces together. So grab the yarn and pull it through both stitches, and we have 3 loops. Grab the yarn, pull through 3 loops to create your half double crochet. So what we're going to do now is we're going to work 1 half double crochet on the back part in the chain 1 space. Okay, so right in here in the chain 1 space, go ahead and work 1 half double crochet. So we joined this sleeve again. So we worked 1 half double crochet on the chain 1 space, 1 half double crochet to join, and 1 half double crochet on the chain 1 space on the back. Now continue working 1 half double crochet up until you complete the row. I've completed crocheting the whole side, so let's go ahead and see what we've done so far. So what we did is we joined the sleeves on the one side and on the other. So from here on, I will not bother with the sleeves anymore. I will bother with them after I finish crocheting the whole body of my jacket. So what we're doing now, we're crocheting the front piece, back piece, going around the front piece again, front piece, back piece, front piece, and we're crocheting 1 half double crochet in every stitch, no more increases, and we're crocheting up until the desired length. You can reach your jacket up to your waist, you can go up at under your butt, you can go up to your knees, depending on how long you want to make your jacket. Once I complete working the whole body of my jacket, I'm going to turn my video back on. I am going to mention how many rows I've done so far, and then we're going to see how to work around the sleeves, and then we're going to see how to crochet around to form a yoke on our jacket. I've completed crocheting, and after the closing of the sleeve that we did over here, I've worked a total of 56 rows of half double crochet in every stitch. Now what we're going to do is we're going to work the rib stitch down here in the bottom of our jacket. I've already worked my chain, and I'm going to work 1 double crochet in every stitch down here in the stitches that we were crocheting so far. So I've worked 1 chain, starting from the very first stitch, work your first double crochet, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and keep crocheting 1 double crochet in every stitch around.